sad about it, no sad about it.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, your projects. Pain driven, engine drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We go tonight. 180. Longer jump. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Motion, motion. Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Watch left, watch left. I know he ain't got it. DC. Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Smooth. We're good.
Throwing on third. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 46 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
From the gun, here's Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
We go tonight. 180.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
The 2nd-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready? Blue way.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Let's go.
To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 84 yards, and the Bucs have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Single. I single the slot.
Goff now to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Cook's now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Come on, 16. I'm coming, 16.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's right. Hey, Cooper. Got 4 down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but now it's third down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Kill. Hey, exit.
Out of the gun. Gone. And open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the red zone now, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Winston. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's a gain of 5.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shell. Motion. Maverick. Hey, Echo.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Look, 180.
Watch the right. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 47.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rush in.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jones. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal.
We want it. Come to my baby. Check three.
Here's Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
Winston now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Ibuka gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action now, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? Blue ready.
Right there, 54 Mike. 3 balls, 3 balls.
Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs.
Watch the whip.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
53, Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Motion.
A shotgun snap for gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey.
From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 44, Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Now the second down throw on target. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Goff on first down. That'll be caught by Kupp. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And I think the ball's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Army.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Gone. They'll get this one to Cup complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Go. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Check pass. Check pass. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Five.
Watch the pass.
Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
20. Louis. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's gone. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Tampa Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.